Good evening and welcome to another edition of Kicking It With. And today I'm going to be chopping it up with Maysa. Hey Maysa, how you
Hi,
doing?
honey. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
That's good.
It is so good to see your beautiful face. I am
No,
really
thank you,
excited
honey.
to have a chat with you.
Oh,
Uh,
thank you, sweetheart.
you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome.
Mhm,
So we're going to get started with stuff. I want to talk to you a little bit about incognito, but I want to
mhm.
start off talking to you about something that you do called kitchen karaoke. How did you
Oh,
come up
yeah.
with that idea? And it was so
Wow.
timely because you did it during the pandemic and it just made life a whole lot better on
Oh,
Sundays.
that's good. It's so funny. We started it this Sunday. We celebrate 5 years of kitchen karaoke.
Oh,
It
wow.
started back in 2016 when Walter Beasley encouraged me to do a Facebook Live to reach out to my people, And I was like, I don't know about that. I'm scared of this Facebook Live thing. But I had a new website I was trying to promote, and so I said, well, okay, I'll just try it this Sunday to go on and say hi to everybody and thank them for their support of my career for all that time. So I think it's probably what it was 20, that's 5 years ago. So yeah, it's 25 years in the
Oh,
industry.
wow.
So I did that. We I sang a little bit, and then they were asking me, "Are you going to do this again next Sunday?" And I was like, "Okay, I'll come back next Sunday." And it just kind of snowballed into this beautiful family, and it's and we invite the new people every week that kind of discover us. It's really cool. We average, we've been averaging. I would say in the last 5 years, we've done quite a few episodes that have reached 100,000 people. So
Wow.
it's been really cool. Yeah,
Those are really big numbers. I'm
I
so
know.
happy for you. My great. And actually seen a few of them and I've attended a few of them and
Oh, that's
your
cool.
voice is flawless. So I can see why you have so many people tuning in because it's like a free concert every Sunday. So you can't go wrong, can you?
I know. I tried to because it's amazing. Like when the pandemic started, before the pandemic started, I had a few colleagues that were saying, you shouldn't do that, or it's kind of like taken away from your brand, and it's going to cause people to not come see you. When it was the complete opposite. It was the complete
Absolutely.
opposite. It's like more while my shows started selling out completely, and it was like, people really, just kind of, generated to the whole idea of me just the whole idea of this is me wanting to give back and thank people for my career, and that's still what it's about. And
Well, that's
so it
beautiful.
means more to me. Of course I want to do shows. Of course, we all want to, especially in the pandemic time. We all like scrambling. So those people who would, kind of, teasing me about doing it, had to do it themselves. And so that was really interesting. They didn't have a choice.
There you go. There you go.
Mhm.
So I've been on your website and you actually have fragrances. How did you get into that?
Again, Walter Beasley encouraging me because I told him one day. I said, I mean, he's serious. He's been like my mentor for quite a long time. He encouraged me to do my first live album and own it myself. That's before I started a record label. That was probably about almost, yeah, almost 10, well, it's 8 years before I started the record label. And I always wanted to do perfumes and colognes and stuff, and I never had the courage to do it until he told me just to go for it. So when I did my album Back to Love, I said, oh, but that'd be a nice name for a perfume. And then I wrote a song called Unforgettable Man, Unforgettable. And
Yeah.
I was about a man that I, like I dreamed of, so then I made the cologne. And so I designed it myself. I worked with this company. The first company I called said that, we only accept a minimum of 25,000 bottles of, personalized. So I was like, oh, I don't have that kind of money. I don't know, So then she said, let me introduce you to a lady who do maybe 1,000 bottles. I said, okay, I can probably do that.
Yeah.
And so I worked with this lady for many years. She's out of business now, but I worked with her for many years, and we sold a lot of perfume and cologne.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Mhm.
So just if you can you kind of describe what the male fragrance is like? What are the notes?
The notes of the that's called it's mandarin, and
Ooh.
it's a woodsy, citrus, and oh gosh, what's the other one? It's woodsy, mandarin, citrus. Oh man, the last word
Uh,
escapes me. But it's light, but it has this kind of it's a slight punch to it, but it's really light. It's really sexy. I can't describe it. I mean, I've sold out. I have probably 20 bottles left of the men's cologne.
Oh, well, I
Um,
have to definitely get a bottle because I'm a
oh no,
cologne
I'll send
guy.
it to you. Send your address. I'll send it to you.
I
But yeah, 'cause I
love
want you to
cologne.
smell. But I'm gonna see you one because she changed the formula at the last minute on me, and she was supposed to, when I did this deal with her, it was supposed to be my lifelong ownership of this certain fragrance that I made. That's one that really sold out.
Yeah.
But the gentlemen, they still like the new one too. But I'm gonna send you. I have a few of the original that I made, so I'm
Okay.
gonna make
I'd
sure you
appreciate
get
that.
that.
That'd be
Mhm.
fantastic. Thank you very much. So, when you were doing some work with Incognito, what was it like spending that time with Incognito versus
I
doing
mean,
your own personal stuff?
I living in London and the whole experience of going on tour. Bluey's taken me around the world several times, and being in a band with probably 10 guys and all that kind of stuff. They treated me like their little sister, and it could have been, except for my son's father. That's a whole different story. He's the only one that did treat me like a sister. And so, but other than that, he's the one that Deep Waters is about. So it's one, I had trouble with one of them, but we're friends and everything turned out great. But
That's good.
back in the day, it was just a learning, it's just such a huge learning experience. Bluey really, it's really one of my greatest friends and mentors, and he really taught me a lot about preparing me for the solo thing,
Yeah.
preparing me for becoming the boss of everything. And so when I tour with Incognito, I'm just like the little kid. I go shopping, I sing, then I go shopping, then I sing, and I go shopping. It's like no stress, no pressure at all. And then when I do my solo thing, when I feel like being in charge, and I become the woman in charge. So it's a great balance for me to have both careers. I've been blessed with both careers, and I love it. So I've had a good time.
Excellent. So now
Hmm.
let's get down to some real business, Mason. Let's talk
Okay.
about soft words because I've done all of the fluffy stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Talk to me about soft words. It's a beautiful song. I'm so
Oh
glad that
yeah.
you're coming out with some new material because you come out with quite a bit of material, so it's not like you
Yeah.
haven't. But tell me about soft words, please.
Well, Soft Words originated as a song that my friend Dwayne Reed wanted to me to perform, just for a gift for his wife, for her. It's like an anniversary birthday present, and he gave it to me 4 years ago. We just hadn't had time to connect with Big Dog, my producer Chris Davis, and to get with him and to make the song. We just it kept, the time was just shifting, passing the night. It just would never happen. And
Yeah.
then this year we finally, Big Dog. Got really sick, and then when he got well, we decided let's just do this. So let's do this song, and so we did it. And when I fell in love with the song as I was recording it, the lyrics are so important. It's so beautiful. It's the way you speak to people. And this is what my mom told me years ago. The
Yeah.
way you speak to people stays with them forever. You cannot change that.
It
And so
absolutely.
you got to choose the right words that you want to use, even in anger and in whatever state you're in. If you take the time to choose the best words, that's how you nurture your relationships. And so those words he wrote, are really important to me. And for my future relationships, I hope that's what I'm looking for. That kind of, uh, I don't know, respect and love through the spoken word is really important. And
Yeah.
so that's why I love that song so much. And the music and the melody and what they did with the songs, the Big Dog's production, it just all came together beautifully.
Oh, it absolutely did. It is
Hmm.
definitely a hit song. And I have to echo what your mom said because I'm a strong believer in words are powerful and you need to be very
Words are
careful
powerful.
how you use them. So,
Hmm.
yes, I 100% I believe in that. So,
Hmm.
what else you have planned? Are you going to put this as part of an album? Are you going to release some more singles? What's the future look like
Well, this
for you?
is part of. I wish I had one to show you right now. I don't have one to show you right now, but this is part of. Because nothing's near me right now. Um, this is part of what I just called the Fab First Four. So
Okay.
on my record label, Blue Velvet Soul Records, I've released 4 singles so far. The first one was called "You Are Not Alone," that I did in a partnership with the March of Dimes. The second song was "It's Gonna Be All Right," which features Phil Perry and Chris Big Dog Davis and Kim Waters. And the third one was "Loving You Is Easy." It's a song that I wrote 9 years ago with
Right.
Rex Rider, producers Lettucey and everybody. And he produced Out of the Blue album, and quite a lot of albums with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and also the last one, of course, Soft Words. So what I did, because this was my first ever printing, I was going to produce CDs. I
Yeah.
decided to call it the Fab First Four, and I produced the CDs for the first time. So we just ran a campaign where we had the first 100 people um, get a blue velvet soap box and
Oh,
a
great.
blue velvet box and a CD and other gifts that are coming inside. They become part of my VIP club, and that's how we started that. So it's been a great campaign, and it's been great getting the CD out. it's I guess this is my first EP, I would say, with the 4 songs in it. And now I'm going to start working on my 14th solo studio album.
Wow.
It's called Music for Your Soul, and so I'm exploring a little bit another side of me that I mean people know I'm a spiritual person, but I really want to get into it a little deeper,
Yeah.
um, and not just have just love songs. I mean I've done 30 years of love songs. I have a lot of that under my plate, but this is a different approach about love, just a different angle, different I guess I should say, it's a like a universal love kind of thing.
Okay.
That's where I am on this musically. So I want to do dance music. I want to do,
Oh yeah. Take them to the
Afro
club.
beat.
Take
I
them to
want
the
to do
club.
everything. Huh?
Take them to the club.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. That's where you get release all your inhibitions and just dance and just enjoy yourself. And then there'll be some songs that'll help spiritually. So I don't know. I'm just gonna I'm gonna feel my way through it. I'm gonna see what it's
Okay.
gonna be. But most of the album will be spiritual stuff.
That's great to hear.
Mhm.
Look, Mason, can you tell people where they can get your music and stuff and any other merchandise
Yeah.
that you have so that it'll benefit you the most?
Um, Well, if you go to Maysa.com, that's the nucleus for everything right now. It has all my social media tags on it. And if I update it like soon, it'll update. You'll see more of what I'm doing. But that's the place to go. And plus, of course, Facebook Live. I mean, Facebook.com, the Maysa official like page.
Yeah.
That is the one that I'm on all the time.
Oh,
And so, I do a lot there. I do all my own social media. So when you send me an email or message, it's me. I'm not an assistant or anything. So I kind of run all of it. You know, when people order from my website, themasastore.com, I'm the one packaging it and send it out to you.
you
So
are
I
a
do the
true
whole thing.
boss. You are a true
Hmm.
boss, without a doubt. Okay. That's really
Trying
cool.
so hard.
Oh yeah, you're succeeding. You are absolutely succeeding.
Thank you.
So as I tell you guys all the time, get your nickels and your dimes together. Make sure you go out and you purchase soft words and go to the website and pick up some of the Mesa merchandise because all of it is beautiful. And she's a beautiful spirit and a
Thank you, honey.
lovely lady. So make sure you
Thank
check
you.
her out. Mesa,
Thank
it has been
you, honey.
fantastic talking to you, and I
Thank you,
appreciate
sweetheart.
you for giving me some of your time today.
Thank you, Conrad. I appreciate it, honey.
All right, take care.